Look at my SB viewers. If you are new to the channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell. Mr. Tinedu Michael, we are looking at a very strange development, talking about the advocacy being done by Alex Babir. This American missionary who have been in Nigeria for some time, who have done tremendously well, having to rebuild bomb houses in the water Babir state. And as we have it, as soon as he started elaborating and bringing to the world glare, world notice, that killing in Nigeria cut across every part of the country. In what looks like touching the area of Biafra. Before I knew it, the Fulani hegemony in the north started raising the issue that you must leave. Yeah, they started calling for his arrest. Now he's even asking those who were asking to leave, like Sheikh Gumi and Co., that now that he have left, he hope killings will stop in Nigeria. Let's take it up from there.
Yes, everyone saying that it's an IPOB member actually brought in to take up what the assignment that was given to him. A lot of people also believe that he's a CIA agent. A lot of people said he is an underwater, American underwater. A lot of people said he is a military man. But what you understand is that he is a Christian activist and a missionary working under the government of the United States of America. I'm just giving you the personality of Alex Babir. Something triggered Alex Babir. Before Alex Babir came to Nigeria, there was something that led to that. Fact-finding mission was the real reason why he was in Nigeria, and to also support victims of Fulani military that has taken down lives in Nigeria. Well, it was a surprising thing that happened, unfortunate incident that took place in Jos Plateau, where over 50 people were being massacred in a broad daylight, triggered a major global reaction and tension on Nigeria. Immediately after that incident happened, we saw the northern leaders, including Sultan of Sokoto and other people, making reasons why he should be taken out from Nigeria. That he has exposed enough, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And did you see the problem?
But at what point did Alex Babir become a threat to them?
Maybe the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was trying to call the world attention. You know, and maybe a lot of people do not believe him. The American government did not believe him. Now, they sent Alex Babir on a fact-finding mission as a missionary. Then, when he saw clearly what was going on, and the killings, he said, this is not somebody told me, I experienced it. It is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that told me, I experienced it. Right there in his presence, the same thing that has been happening in Nigeria since 1943 to date happened. Then the problem is that why are Northerners calling Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take him out of Nigeria? That he has exposed enough. Why did we see the Northerners wanting to cover up what is happening in Nigeria in terms of Fulani, invading communities and taking lives the way they want? It is a mission. It is an agenda. He said government is behind it. This is a foreigner telling the whole world. But what things that got the global attention about this personality called Alex Babir, he wasn't afraid.
Because this is a man who came out to tell everybody that American government knows that I'm here, that even Alimon knows the geography of the environment, and that he's not scared. What do you think would have given Alex Babir that confidence?
Confident of what America is, and confident of what America represents, and confident of speaking the truth, that he is standing on the side of the truth. That's what gives him confidence, and knowing that America does not play with their citizens.
That's not blowing. America does not hear with him.
Yes, and that conviction gave him, he told Nigerian government, in fact, you know, to an extent, that he said very soon, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will regret not taking actions against the Fulanis. And maybe that was where we started seeing the Southern Sokoto and Northern clerics and Fulani sympathizers like Sheikh Gumi calling for his arrest, that he should be taken out from Nigeria immediately.
But what do you think could have given the Fulanis that implicit confidence to start calling for his arrest and, of course, removal from Nigeria, knowing that he was in an environment where the people embrace him, like his activities, something like Yewata, Benue State, Plateau State, where you can clearly see him moving with the likes of Reverend Datumo.
No, if you look at it very clearly, you know, you will notice that he will get more international attention. He will expose more media outlets will be able to listen to him. You know, global advocacy for Christian persecution, you know, will begin to gather more momentum. The Northerners does not want this kind of a thing to happen. The same way they do not want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue to expose what is going on. But the most beautiful thing about whether he has concluded his mission, and I think at this moment now, he has actually left Nigeria from the report we are gathering. But what matters most is that on a more global media platform, they asked him several questions. And he made it very clear. Like you watch in the video, he said that these people are in 36 states of the Federation, including Biafra. That he now sees the reason why there should be break up and let Biafra go. I think he told the whole world. And he also justifies the mission of President Nnamdi Kanu. He also justifies that the Biafras cannot continue to cohabit with these Fulanis who have come to destroy almost and instigate crisis. Now, they are saying he's the one that is instigating, that Babir is the one instigating crisis. Why is it that the Southerners themselves are not complaining about Alex Babir? Why is it that it's solely the Northerners? Thank God that the United States government have made a statement in that regard, and we are expecting that action definitely will be taken in due time. Yes, he made it very clearly that the only solution to Nigerian issue is break up, because it looks like government is funding terrorism in Nigeria.
Okay, now, looking at this situation, looking at the position of the likes of Sheikh Gumi, which they have sustained, and just opposing this with the situation that American boots are already on ground. Though Nigerians are complaining that they have not yet started seeing results with this partnership. What is your message to Nigerians?
It's very clear. My message has always been very clear. They should brace up for the reality on ground.
And what's that reality?
Possible breakup of Nigeria. That is the reality on ground, and that is the only solution. Remember, recently, some congressmen tweeted that if Nigerian government continue to behave the way they are behaving, that they will now be forced to teach them the lesson of what America thinks about Nigeria. And another people are also saying that the presence of US military in Nigeria is to sustain any further chaos or crisis when Biafra will be proclaimed. They are not here to help Nigeria. They are not here to just Yes, a kind of presence. They are here for a mission. The day Biafra will be advised, if there's going to be any uprising, they are going to stand against it. And that is why the US military are here. But people are asking, if the US military is here, we are not seeing them try to curtail the Fulani killings in Nigeria. And even after that just attack, we also witnessed in the same just bloodshed. Even though it was announced that Bola Tinubu had already decided on another plan to visit Plateau or Jos. But crisis was also reported to have happened in Jos after that killing. So the problem is, it's not about what Nigerian government is talking about. It's about what are we going to do at this point in time? What are we telling the international community? What are we telling the world leaders? You can see clearly now that just the Babir has taken the matter to the global level.
Now, if I may ask, because most likely, now that reports have it that they have left for America, he's likely going to address international conflict.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. That he just did that. Where he was asked a lot of questions. And he single-handedly said it, that Nigerian government is behind what is going on in Nigeria. And that the only solution is total breakup and let Biafra have their stand. And that is the only way to go. And if you look at the statement, broad statement of that Alex Babir, I know what I'm talking about Alex Babir. So that a lot of people will not say, he's an Igbo man. He's this. This is an American citizen sent by an American government to find out who is behind the killings in Nigeria. What is their mission and agenda?
From what you understand, from what we are saying, it implies that Alex Babir came here for fact finding.
Of course, because the congressmen may not believe the government of Nigeria went to the United States and denied anything that had to do with genocide. They were about to deny it. But Ahmed Tinubu said there's no genocide. His wife, Babir Tinubu, said there's no genocide. Then it looks as if that the sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa is justified. The American government now decided to send unknowingly to Nigerian government the mission of Alex Babir. They didn't send him to the southeast, they didn't send him to the southwest or middle, they sent him to middle belt. And that was how they are now convinced that Nnamdi Kanu was actually right. And that was why they quickly invited him. And he said, media platform where Benjamin Netanyahu does content and interview. The same platform where Benjamin Netanyahu granted interview is the same platform where Alex Babir addressed the press conference and called for total breakup of Nigeria. The federal government might not be comfortable with that, and they are now planning that instead of holding him, detaining him in Nigeria, or trying to attack him, then you will now know the other side of America. I think federal government will be very careful in that regard because they will not face America fully and anger if anything happens to Alex Babir. So that is the message there on the platform. God bless you.
I must say, baby, thank you for your time. I think we hope to have you next on this platform. pertaining to this issue because this is a developing story. He just left for America. So definitely we are coming back to discuss this. But for now, I must say very big thank you for your time.